Hello children, I welcome you all to our English session. Today we are going to see part 4 in lesson 5, A Clean World. Let's get started. This is our lesson 5, A Clean World. Today we are going to see the PEP activity. It's actually a word play. We are going to enact as the given situation. Imagine that there is a lot of garbage around your school. Some people have come to clean it. Read a conversation between them and your school principal. So they have given a conversation between the people, those who come to clean the area around your school, and your school principal. So the people are talking some dialogue and the principal going to answer to that. Both the conversations you are going to enact with your family members, as if now we are not meeting, so you can enact this with your family members or siblings. Okay, first dialogue. Good morning. We have come to clean the area around your school. So the principal is answering, oh yes, thank you for coming. We cannot clean up this mess ourselves. We definitely need your help. So they are replying, yes, of course. We can make this area clean and tidy. Principal is replying, thank you very much. So this is the conversation between the people, those who come to clean the area around your school, and the principal, school principal. Okay, in pairs, enact this scene. One of you plays the role of the person who has come to clean. The other plays the role of the principal. Read each dialogue aloud. This is the PEP activity, children. Kindly enact and experience the happiness. Yes, next one. So now we are going to discuss about can and cannot. Okay. Observe the words can and cannot in the dialogues. The word can is used to say that you or someone is able to do something or some action. So can indicates we are able to do something. Can means what? We are able to do something. It is always followed by an action word. So whenever we use can in a sentence, it should be followed by an action word. By an action word. Here are some examples. Underline the word that tells you that this person or animal is able to do. So we are going to underline now. Ready? Yes, first example, a fish can swim. Can you identify the word? Yes, can is the word. Can means able to do. A fish can swim. A fish is able to swim. A bat can fly. Very good. Can is the word. Here, Akhil can dance. Can is the word which indicates able to do. Divya can drive. Here also can comes. Very good. I hope you all completed. Yes, let's see the tip box. Can is also used to ask a question. Here are some examples. Answer using yes or no. Can an elephant fly? Yes. No, we have to answer any one, yes or no. Can an elephant fly? No. Can you sing? Yes. Can your teacher talk? Yes. Can a dog swim? Yes. Can Rita dance? You can write either yes or no. That's your wish. Okay? So this is the activity. Next one. The word cannot is used to say that you or someone is not able to do something or some action. Same way, the can or cannot is a word which will be followed by an action word. Here are some examples. Which word tells you that a person or animal is not able to do something? Circle it in each sentence. So first one, in the can sentence we have underlined, but cannot we have to circle. Okay, an elephant cannot fly. Yes, have you identified the word cannot? Circle that. Very good. I cannot sing well. We have to circle this. Cannot. My father cannot play chess. Here it is. We cannot run fast. Here is cannot. So, cannot is a word which indicates that we are unable to or not able to do some action. Okay, action or something. Yes, let's move to the next one. Framing sentences with can and cannot. When we frame sentences with can or cannot, we first start with a naming word or a pronoun. For example, he, she, you, I, Ram, Rita, like that. We add can or cannot after that. First we write the naming word or pronoun, then we write can or cannot, and can or cannot will be followed by an action word. Okay, first naming word, then can or cannot, then followed by a action word, followed by an action word. So here is the example. Jim, read along with me. Jim can swim. Jim can swim. Jim can swim. Very good. Here we can write cannot also. Jim cannot swim. That is also an example sentence only. Frogs cannot fly. Frogs cannot fly. Birds can hop. Birds can hop. Meghna cannot sing. Meghna cannot sing. Dogs can bark. Dogs can bark. So from these example you can identify that the sentence begin with the naming word. Okay, all these are naming words, and it is naming word is followed by a word can or cannot. After can or cannot, the action word comes. All these are action words. I hope you all understood, children. Let's do the companion activity now. Word play. 5F companion activity. Here are some animals and their movements. Fill in the blanks to show if they can or cannot do the movement. Fill in the missing names of the animals as well. 2 are done for you. Okay, they have given the animal names and the action. We are going to write can or cannot in the given dash. And for some animal, they didn't mention the name of the animal. That also we are going to mention. Okay, first one, bee. Honey bee, that one. Okay, bee. Can a bee run? Cannot run. Can a bee walk? Cannot walk. Can a bee fly? Yes, a bee can fly. So here they have given can. All these two actions cannot. Next one, what animal is this? Can you find? Yes, it's a king of the forest. That is lion. Right here, lion. L-I-O-N. Lion. Okay, same way we are going to write jump means can jump. Can a lion swing? No, it cannot swing. Can a lion run? Yes, it can. Monkey. Can a monkey swing? Yes, obviously it's swimming. Swinging actually. Can swing. Run. Can a monkey run? It can run. Can a monkey fly? No, it cannot fly. Next animal is elephant. E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. Elephant. This is an elephant. Elephant. Can it walk? Yes, it can walk. Can it run? Yes, an elephant can run. Can it swim? It can swim too. Yes, elephant can swim. Okay. Bee cannot run, cannot walk, can fly. Lion can jump, cannot swing, can run. A monkey can swing, can run, cannot fly. But an elephant can walk, run and swim as well. Okay. Yes, let's move to the next activity. Work in teams. List things that you can do from what you have learnt at school. An example is given for each. So children, they have given two subjects here. One is math, another one is English. You are going to write what are the things you can do in the math subject and what are the things you can do in the English subject, English language. Okay, list things that you can do. You have to mention here. For example, I have given, I can skip count up to 200. This is what I have given. Whatever you can do, if you can skip count till 500, 1000 and all also you can write. No issues. Next, for English subject, I can speak fluently in English. That is what I can do, I have written. Whatever you can do, I can write a story in English, that also you can write. I can write a poem in English, that also you can write. That is your wish. Okay, you have to write what are the things you are able to do in math and English. You have to write. Try this. Next activity, try this. Work with a partner. You have to choose a partner, children. It may be your sibling or your friends at home. Choose a partner. Act out 3 actions that you can do. Show 3 actions that you cannot do yet. Ask them to identify the action. List the actions here as a sentence. Okay, what are we going to do is, we are going to act out 3 actions. For example, I can play tennis. I can play cricket. Like that you have to do the action. Then another 3 actions you have to show that action which you cannot do. That they have to write at this side, right side. What are the action you can do? You have to write at your left side. Actions you cannot do, you have to write at your right hand side. Okay, that is the activity. Kindly complete that. For example, I can play chess at your left side. Right side, I cannot fly at your right side. Same way you have to write. I can run fast, I cannot fly. I can read, I cannot cook. These are the examples. Okay, I hope you all understood, children. Kindly complete the activity with your partner. You are going to enjoy this activity actually. It's very interesting. Yes, next we are going to do the project time. Work in teams. Prepare a checklist to make sure that your think room is kept clean at all times. A checklist is a list of questions that will help you do an activity. Fill in the correct question and answers on the next page. 2 examples are given. Write at least 1 question under each category. Do a cleanliness check of your think room today. So in this example you can do it at your home by changing this. Instead of think room, you can make it as your house. At your home, how can you keep it clean? How can you maintain the cleanliness at your home? That you can have a checklist and set of questions and do the activity. Okay, here is the checklist. Look at the example. Blackboard is given here. How can we, is the blackboard clean? They have given yes. You have to mention one more question. Is the, for example, is the table and chair are in order? Is the fan is clean? Like that you can write more questions. Okay, is the blackboard clean? Yes. Are the tables and chairs in order? Seating arrangement they are asking. Are the table and chairs in order? Yes means tick yes. You have to ask one more question. Are your books and your writing materials are in order? Like that you can add more questions to the list. Okay, general cleanliness means, are there dustbins in the think room? Yes, it is available. Shelves and storage. Are the books arranged neatly on the shelves? Yes, it's arranged in the shelves. Like that you can give the answer and add one more question. Your desk. What about your desk? Have you kept it clean? Are the desk clean? Yes. Are the desk arranged properly? Yes. Like that you can add more question to the list. Okay. Do this exercise every week. Take charge to keep your think room clean. So you can have a list of questions like the same for your house also. Prepare a list of questions for your house. Mention the week of what week it is. Second week of January or the date you can mention, and have the checking every week. Okay, I hope you all will keep your surrounding clean and you all maintain the cleanliness at your home, school or in public place as well. And you are going to maintain, you are going to put all the garbage in only in dustbin, and you are going to keep your surrounding clean, yourself also clean, carpool to avoid air pollution, and use less vehicles. If the place, your destination is nearby, means you can go by walk, go by foot. That one is useful for you to avoid pollutions, and don't waste water or electricity. Okay, whenever the lights and fan are not in use, turn off that properly. When the water is dripping in the tap, means kindly close the tap properly, or inform that to your elders. Keep your surrounding clean, save water, save electricity. Okay, be a good citizen, be a good child. Okay, thank you so much for listening, children. I hope you all enjoyed the session. Let's meet in the next lesson. Thank you.